10th episode of the Talk podcast. It's been a while since we had one, and today is going to be a rather special one because as a guest, we have the one and only ex top 10 player, legendary Australian player, ASecretBox. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? But yeah, today Box will be answering loads of interesting questions that I have prepared for him. It's gonna be a normal interview. You already know how it goes. But yeah, how has it been, Box?
Not too bad, dude. Low key, this feels like an exam. I don't know why. Like this is like tawny nerves. I don't know,
What?
but I'm locked in.
How so?
Nah, I'm just kidding. You know when you're like sight reading a pool, it's like the questions. Like I don't know what's coming.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, no need to be stressed. No need to be, shooken
I
up
know.
about
I'm
this.
chill.
It's just chill. We're just gonna talk. Yap. Do a bunch of yapping and stuff. So yeah, you're actually, believe it or not, the third top player that I'm interviewing in this podcast. Should I say?
Wait, who are the other two? What's my competition looking like?
Andros and Ninaric all the way back in
Oh
2023.
no, they're so much better, and they play mouse.
Hey yo, chill.
What is this?
Yeah, it's funny enough. All of the players that I've interviewed so far have been mouse players, and
Amora
it's
gapped.
and it's by complete coincidence. So yeah. All right, let's start off the interview, but let's just start off with a rather simple question. How has it been so
Yeah.
far as of recent?
How's it been? It's been really good. I've been on like the tapping grind. So I've been trying to grind like Jash and Hidden Hard Rock. So like yesterday I got my first 1K on that. So that's been good. OC World Cup just started, so I'm excited for that.
Wait,
I feel like everything's good.
hold up a sec. Apparently, I have mic issues.
Oh my god, I've been
No.
using the wrong microphone. Ah, there we go.
Like,
There we go. Fixed. Guys, better
nice.
mic quality, right? Yes? Yo, yes? Huge. There we go. Rather funny incident. I did not even realize it. Anyways, continue with your rap session, by the way.
Basically like TLDR, OSU good, life pretty good. Hopefully we win OSU World Cup and Steam happy.
Yeah, we'll get into more details about OWC and your how
Yeah.
has it been so
GG.
far later on. But yeah,
Yeah.
now that you mentioned life, how was life before you discovered OSU? What games were you playing? Maybe what were you doing back then?
So I discovered OSU when I was 11, and before that, all I did was play like Minecraft UHC on my little like crap laptop, and I
That's
think that was all I could play because it couldn't run anything else.
rather funny to say the least. So yeah, you were a 11-year-old Minecraft player, and it's to be
Yeah.
fair, that was the period of like prime Minecraft. Like
Yeah.
that was when it was popular. But how specifically did you like
Oh,
discover OSU? It is something related
yeah,
with Minecraft, which is kind of funny. So take it
yeah.
on.
So it's there was a streamer that played UHC named like Barcade, and I don't think many people would know him because he was still like a niche streamer even in that community. But one day he was playing Osu, and I thought he was like trash. I was watching him play, and it looked really slow, and I was like, dude, this guy stinks. I need to download this. So I downloaded it on my iPad from the App Store. I got like Osu Stream,
Uh
and I
huh.
paid for Beatmaps, and I thought I was the goat. And then I got it on the like PC like a month later because my friend told me the Apple version was bad, and he
So
was right.
I mean, he was right though. True.
He was
Uh,
right.
but would you say that your ego kind of made you get into Osulama?
I think it just looked really fun. Like that's the main thing. I don't know why. Like just watching like the aim and like tapping, like it just looked really like my acoustic brain was like, "Yep, I need to download this immediately and try to get as good as possible."
Yeah, fair enough. How did you discover about the PC version, by the way, now that you mentioned, since you got
I
into
had
the
a
iPad version?
Yeah, so I had a friend and his older brother played it on the computer just coincidentally,
Uh-huh.
and like my friend saw me playing it one day and he's like, "My brother plays that game on his computer," and I was like, like, is it better?" He's like, "Yeah." So I went to download it.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But what are some of the since you started playing on PC, made your account all the way back in 2015, what are some of the first maps that you remember playing in this game?
The first map I ever like played, it was Flak Leaper. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, the from the starter pack, like the first few maps that you
Yeah,
get
from the
on
like
default.
yeah,
And nowadays, players
and
actually don't know about those maps since like they kind of
yeah,
don't
it's so
get
sad.
automatically downloaded. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
But I played the normal difficult B rank in my first attempt, so I was very proud of myself. I was a little mouse only chungus.
interesting, interesting. But speaking of which, what's your favorite map? Your current favorite map, maybe?
Current favorite? That is a really randomly hard question. Wait, I think let me quickly check my favorites. Give me like 2 seconds to scroll.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
it's
enough.
definitely uh okay, I'm gonna go with it's called Echoes of Memoria. The
Echo-
first one that got ranked.
Echoes of Amoria. Interesting. Okay, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Like a
Fair enough.
Ludus in tech
What
map.
type of map? Ah, tech map. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Since you initially started the game, what was the first type of skill sets you were initially focusing on, let's say, early on in the game?
I think like when I first started, I literally only played no mod.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really focus on a skill. I always thought hidden was really cool to watch, like it was just satisfying.
Uh-huh.
So I would like occasionally put on hidden, and I got a lot of my like early top plays with hidden. Um, and then
Interesting,
like
interesting.
I slowly branched into like DT, like after I started hitting 5 digit and like that sort of rank.
Yeah, but we'll get into the DC part a little bit later, but
Yeah,
a rather interesting question since nowadays loads of players when they get into also they just like sort of instantly know about like rank, PP, farm maps, sorts of stuff like that, but back then there wasn't like that much information. So did you
oh
instantly
yeah.
know about rank and PP, and were you instantly grinding that, or did it take a little bit of playing to figure that out that just exists?
Because I was like so young, my brain wasn't very large, so I didn't know there was even like I didn't even know what a rank was. Like I didn't even know that was a global ranking. I just thought it was a number, and like I only focused on my level. Like I
Uh-huh.
thought the level was like the skill measure. So I
Interesting.
would just play a lot, and then eventually I don't remember how I caught on. I think it's because I was almost top 100K, and I was like, wait, my
What?
number's almost 5 digits, and I was like, yo, wait, what's this? Like this a ranking? And I was like, I started looking at like PP and like understanding that like scores worth a lot would give me more. Like this is like when I was like 12. I think I figured it
Hmm.
out by that point.
Interesting,
So then I
interesting.
started like I'd FC like a 1 star and I'd get tilted because I'm like, why is my rank not going up by a gazillion? I just FC'd something. So then I
Oh.
slowly worked it out.
Interesting, interesting. So yeah, it did take a bit. So you were focusing on levels. Nowadays, people just
Yeah,
kind of forget that even levels exist. To be fair, if you think about it,
legit.
yeah, they be straight up just focusing on the PP and stuff. But w- now that you mention it, you kind of started grinding DT a little bit forward into your career. Now you know you were
Yeah.
focusing on no mod, hard rock, maybe a bit of hidden now and there, but then you discovered DT, started grinding that, and started to see a lot of improvement. But this is a interesting question. Would you say that grinding DT is the best and maybe even the fastest way to improve in also nowadays?
I think it's the fastest way to like get better at like sort of like I guess like just moving your hand fast enough to play like a lot of maps. Uh, I don't think there's like a best way to get like better at the game because there's so many different things to be good at. There's like reading, aim, act. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
just skill
of
pushing
course.
and everything respectively is definitely the best thing. I think DT is always a good shortcut because you get quick gains and like quick boosts in skill.
Yeah, true.
Um, that's why you see a lot of players that can't read below AR10, like when they get better at the game
Yep.
and like struggle very, very hard elsewhere.
Yeah, because it's common for like let's say DT players nowadays to fairly easily adapt to like no model hard rock stuff. We've seen it like
Yeah.
multiple times with loads of players. But but like let's say the opposite way when people focus more on like no mod and hard rock. Do you say that? Would you think that like people struggle a bit more with like AR and DT and improving that compared to like the
They definitely
opposite way?
they'll tend to stay better on like their act and consistency, but then they'll always be capped on like say like speed or aim, like that sort of thing. Like I feel like there's two sides of the same coin where you just if you one trick something, you're never gonna have the other.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly, fair enough.
yeah. I think in terms of like fast improvement, DT probably is better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's like the general trend, but I feel like it's better to try and balance everything.
Honestly, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, this is a rather touchy, maybe a bit touchy subject, I don't know. But,
No, it's all right.
how did you deal with the hate and toxicity coming from the Australian community back when you were initially, popping up in the also community, getting that, like, first, like, 400, 500 PP play around that area?
Oh, that is like I haven't talked about like that in ages. I mean, to be honest, I'm very chill with like that whole group now. But like as a kid, like you're looking up to like all these like players in your country, and then it's kind of like heartbreaking when they all kind of hate you.
Yeah,
So like as a kid, it sucked. Now it's like I'm say I've mostly befriended most of those people, and like it's water under the bridge. But it did suck because like it was sort of like no one wanted me like around or like to get better.
mm-hmm.
They'd rather like I get banned. So like I kind of just tilted and I just farmed even more because I was like, you know,
Interesting. Interesting.
like I just wanted to beat everyone.
Yeah, fair enough. It does hurt when your favorite person just doesn't admire you as much as you would want to, or just
Yeah.
acknowledge you for your efforts. But sometimes happens. But at least you got the good ending. It eventually
Yeah.
made up. Y'all eventually made up and hang around nowadays. But yeah, let's move on to something else now. So this is a rather interesting question. So initially, you did start with a mouse. It's not what people
Yeah.
know you, but up until you get I think you got your first 500 PP play, and then you like sort of switched to tablet. Let's say, what made you switch to tablet? Like around that range, PP range. Let's say.
Yeah. So I got a 340 PP play it was on mouse, and then it was my birthday like the week after, and I was like to my parents, could I please get a tablet, please? So we went to like the local tech store, and they got me a Wacom Intuos CTL 490, I think it was,
Uh-huh.
which is one of like the worst hover tablets in the game because it was like so input laggy. It was like a whole thing. Anyway, I used that because I was like, that's what every top player did back then. Like you just play tablet. I feel like it was so much more common for top players to be playing tablet. So I got one, and I was so ass with it. So for like a month, I didn't touch it, and then like I slowly started to like pick it up again, and then I was like, all right, it's comfortable now. So then I stuck with that until like top 10 basically.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. But so you basically just play tablet because it was, let's say, trendy and the more popular option in like
that
the
was literally
community. Yeah, and wasn't really any other initiative as like a reason for that.
Yeah.
What else do I want to say? So, what is the first play? Of course, you switched to tablet, you started improving more and more, but what do you think is like the first play that you think put you on like the spotlight, made you a bit more recognized in the community, you would say?
So the first like really insane milestone that I got, so I was capped at like 300 PP for like half a year, which for me felt like a long time because I was a perma-zoomer still.
Fair
So
enough.
I was playing like Hitoru Goto, which is like an older DT farm map. I think most people still know it. I was playing the top diff, which is called Soliloquy, and like I randomly just got like a 460, and my next top play after that was like 340. So I went up by like 120, and I got like a bunch of DMs from Aussie players because 400 PP was a lot back then.
True.
Like that's where you start to see like 3-digit players. Like it's like the equivalent of like an 800 now, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
So like that was crazy for me, and it felt like a fluke. But then I just kept getting more and more of them, like throughout like the next couple of weeks. So it was definitely that score that I think that like broke open the floodgates for me on tablet.
Fair enough, honestly, fair enough. But what about like, no, that was the Aussie,
That's like
community.
good score.
No, but I meant like the score that like made you popular in the community, like global recognition. That's what I meant specifically.
Yeah, I getcha. I'm trying to think because like for the first part of like being a 2-digit, no one really knew me because all I did was play generic Sotox DT maps.
Fair
Like
enough.
I got a 700 on Union with tablet, which I got like when that map was still like ridiculously hard and only Vaxay had a score on it. That would have been like one of the bigger ones. I got like a 3 miss on it. That was worth like 750.
Yeah, that was kind of big back then, I think. Yeah.
But I think people didn't really care about any of my scores until I started learning Floem and got like Putra, Stagnum, and Painters. I think
Yeah,
those were like
I would say
way
like
bigger.
yeah, I would say like that was like one of your initial breakout like scores that really separated you from the other
Yeah.
players in Push Stagnum. But now that you mention it, Floe, all of a sudden, what made you experiment with no more scores back in 2020?
I think it was just like I was getting kind of bored of DT. And like I'd watched like I used to love like this is gonna sound so cringe. Like Cookies and Freedom Dive was like always one of the biggest like inspirations of a score, and like I always wanted to be good at flying, but I just saw myself as like a DT one trick because I was trash at consistency. I'd miss on like literally thin air, so I always ignored hard rock and things like that because I just couldn't farm it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like eventually I just bit the bullet and was like, I'm just gonna play everything out and just try and get better at it. So I'd play like songs comp hard rock every day. I'd fail somewhere in the middle, like on a random stream, but I'd play it anyway. And I just kept on like playing these maps over and over, and like I was training like stamina simultaneously. I'd play painters like every single day. I think I have like 1,000 retries on that map. And then eventually like I just formulated Exodia. I don't know. It all clicked together.
Yeah, just
A lot of repetition.
Yeah, the repetition, the grinding just paid off eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so dope. That was really cool to see back in 2020, But you also, another rather big milestone you reached around that point was hitting the top 10. Not something that a lot of players can, say that they've actually did. But how did it feel when you finally reached that milestone? And would you say that it was worth the grind?
I was like super, super proud, and I'd still say it was worth the grind because, I hit it and I can say I hit it, so I'm really happy about it. It's definitely like, I think I thought it was more like glorified in my head than it actually was, because obviously you don't really get anything out of it other than like some brownie points. I'm still proud of it, but it's definitely not like what a lot of people I think would expect out of it. Like it's not like the most amazing achievement ever. Like it's amazing as an achievement, but there's not really much to gain. So like I feel like a lot of people that want to get to that point shouldn't do it in like the expectation that they're gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, were you like expecting like, let's say,
I was like, yep, I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, like famous,
Was it-
popular, like money everywhere.
You go to like a little 15-year-old. Oh my god, everyone's gonna think I'm so cracked.
Yeah, especially like at that age, of course, you would think something like that. Let's say. But to be fair, nowadays it's kind of been proven that like you don't get fame even if you're like a top player. I mean,
it doesn't matter.
just look at the top 10 and look at like, I don't know, their YouTube channels.
Yeah, people don't.
I think like, I think most of them don't even have like 10k subs. Let's say it's not sort of a diss or anything. It's just simply that skill doesn't always equal to fame. Let's put it like that. It's better than that. You still need to add effort when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, we'll get to like consecration stuff a little bit later, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see. But this is a rather really interesting question. Maybe some people really want to know. Not all of them know about this, but what made you take your first initial big break into the game? You were popping off. You got loads of interesting scores. You reached loads of interesting milestones, and then suddenly you just like kind of slowly but surely disappeared. You weren't as relevant at a certain point. Just not interacting with the community at all. So what was the story behind that?
I forgot how to hold the pen. That is a very, very, very short version of it, which I can elaborate on if you wish.
One of the reasons, yeah.
Yeah, there's two reasons. The first one that came up first was me forgetting how to hold a pen during OC World Cup. So I literally just woke up one day, and for some reason, like all my muscle memory and my hand movements, it's like I've never played the game before. Like I
Damn.
just didn't. I don't even know how to explain it to this day, because like every time I pick up a tablet pen, I just feel like a 7-digit. And
Yeah.
like I've even tried now, and it feels the same. Like obviously, I'd probably have to relearn it and practice it, but it's weird when you're like a top 10 player, and then suddenly you just like you're just a 7-digit.
Yeah, you
Like
just
my tapping and my reading was fine. I couldn't aim.
yeah, you
So
just completely forgot how to hold your pen, basically. I mean,
yeah,
to be fair, were you using pen grip, like
I wasn't using anything like that. I was just like skin
also
to pen. That
also
was it.
raw pen? Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was like grip tape, I would have said that loads of people are like finding an issue of like trying to
Yeah.
get comfortable again with it, but it's
The
a
thing is,
completely
it's
different.
not like it wasn't
Continue.
ultimately like a grip issue. It's just there was like all my muscle memory got erased. I don't even like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it just suddenly happened, basically.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But you mentioned also there was like a second reason.
The second reason is I had a like very bad like stomach illness related issue in like my 12th year of high school. So I think I was 16 when I got it,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't able to really do anything besides sit in bed and sleep and eat like a cracker, like maximum a day, otherwise I'd throw up. So that sucked.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't play OSU because if I looked at the screen I'd get really nauseous.
Hmm.
So that was the whole thing. Um, that lasted for about a year-ish. Like I could still play OSU on like some of the better days, and I'd just play a little bit with mouse. This is like through 2021. I actually did manage to get like an 800 randomly on like some random speed map. It's like
Interesting.
240, not actually speed. But like I'd play enough to like maintain some tapping. Like, and as I was getting better, I played more and more because I just kind of missed playing the game. Um, but yeah, so I'd say from about like I think just 2021, that whole year was like my most inactive year
Yeah,
because of that.
2021 and maybe a little bit of 2022, but
22 as well, yeah.
yeah, but you were slowly but surely getting back into the game. But
Yeah.
also during your comeback, you also shared a bit of pictures like into, working out, getting into the gym, big boy,
Yeah.
hell yeah. What actually got you into that culture as well? That's something that maybe some people want to know.
Not to be sappy, but it's because I was sick for a long time, and so I was like, I'm gonna look after my body. So I tried to like eat better and like get fit and like not waste like having good health because I feel like being sick made me very grateful. So I wanted to try and be a better, healthier person.
Fair enough.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Pretty much it. And you still actively go to the gym, I'm guessing, right?
Nah, I'm lazy and fat now.
Hell no.
I do sometimes, but I'm not as consistent as I used to be, just because I've been busier with work and like I haven't gotten into the mindset, the grind set of being able to go to the gym after work because my job
Fair
is
enough.
very physically sort of demanding.
Oh, I mean, you still, I guess, maintain your body because
Yeah,
of your
I've
job.
definitely like I've still maintained like a decent amount of like the physique I had before, but definitely like I'd say I'm like at least 30% smaller.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
it's a
that,
fair bit because I haven't been training.
yeah, but at least you maintain something, that's what
Yeah,
rather
I'm not
important.
like not fit. I'm still a healthy and fit person, just not as large.
True, not big boy chungus, as some people would say.
Nah.
But, okay. The most important question of them all, the question that millions of people are wondering. What's the origin behind the shirtless picture?
Okay, the origin. It's still somewhere in my like media on Twitter, but I literally just it's like a picture that my sister took of me at the gym randomly one day, and I was trying to upload like a progress photo because it was like the 2-year milestone of like me like working out.
Uh-huh.
So like I was just looking through my camera roll, I found like a picture of me from like 3 years ago, posted that, and then just found the 2 closest ones I could that my sister took, and that happened to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like she was laughing, she's like, "This photo of you was funny," and I was like, "Why does she think it's funny?" I just uploaded it. I'm like, "This looks normal," and now everyone uses it as a meme. I'm like, "Yeah, it must have been funny, I guess. My bad."
I mean, the thing is, they started using it years later, which is kind of
Like
fun.
a full year later,
Yeah, a full year later. Like, someone, I don't know who it was.
It's a John Paula.
Was it John Ford?
It was John Paula.
Oh my god, yeah, I think it was him. He, like, randomly just posted it as a meme, and people just started using it.
It was like, "Yo, this is fire."
Do you, speaking of which, now that that you mentioned, do you find it still funny, or do you get annoyed a bit when people
No,
use
it
it?
doesn't annoy me at all. I think it's funny because I feel like people only use it like endearingly. Like no one uses it to make a joke out of it. I think just people think it's funny and it's like a innocent thing, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, honestly, fair. But
Yeah.
yeah, now that we got into the gym thing slowly but surely, getting back into the main, what made you, properly come back to the game around 2022, 2023, let's say?
It was definitely getting my first 900 because that was something I could never do on tablet, and once I did it on mouse, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm back! We're so back!" And like I grinded, and I just kept getting more and more. I started printing out 900s with mouse, which was like insane for me, and like it was just so motivating. And then like obviously like only a few months later, I managed to get Seller of Ghosts, like my first 1K, and that really kicked it off for me. I feel like in terms of like skill ceiling with mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, from that point, I was just kind of back to normal, just like playing Osu all the time, streaming occasionally,
Yeah,
all that jazz.
we're still back, and obviously you got back into playing with mouse because of the tablet issue you had, forgetting how to even hold your pen.
Yeah, like through the time that I was ill, I would only play with mouse, so I slowly got comfortable on it, and through 2022, I just stuck with it and gave up on tablet.
Fair enough. What would you say is your biggest skill strength in those two at the moment?
Flow aim, flow aim,
100% flowing?
100% flow aim, and like DT ult, which is still flow aim. I'd say are like both things that like if it's in a tournament, it's either permabanned against me or I SS it in the match. Like every time.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we kind of saw that at COE. That DT3, bro. That DT3.
Yeah, I had a really bad day into Malice Rectagon. Like that day was doomed. I don't know what happened, but like every other match, it was great.
Yeah, we'll get into that COE tournament arc a bit later.
Yeah.
Got a few interesting questions around that as well, but
yeah.
What are some of your favorite scores that you've set in your Osu career so far?
It's honestly most of the stuff I've got pinned. I think a really big one that I was very proud of, even though like nowadays I could do it in my sleep, is probably like Putra Stagnum Hidden, because like at the time that was like generational for me.
Yeah, not to mention not that many people. Or were you like the first FC maybe?
Second FC.
Second FC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot. Yeah, sure.
I think a lot of them have honestly been from this year. I think some obviously like big standouts are like Painters, Yomi.
True. Those were like big scores. Absolutely big scores.
Then I think last year I had Daisuke Deconstruction Star with DT.
Yeah, those scores were also really, really good. Really good. Loads of people still talk about them,
Yeah, I think the most proud still, just because like the aura of the score is probably Yomi Hidden. I don't think it's the hardest score I've ever gotten, but I think it's like my favorite.
Yomi Hidden. Interesting.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that accuracy though.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. That's all it is. It's just such a satisfying score to have.
Yeah, very satisfying score, and maybe even a statement, should we say, to the Osaka community.
The JeffGlorpington run was crazy.
JeffGlorpington. Yeah, speaking of which, what's the whole name origin meme behind that? Like you just randomly decided to go, yo, I'll just name myself JeffGlorpington. But not a lot of people know, like, what's the origin, what's the meme behind that?
So my friend Zava Osu, who's currently hiding in chat, he's like,
shout out to Zava.
He changed his name randomly to Pro Gamer, and he was like laughing about it, and I'm like, dude, I could I could out brain rot him so easily right now. I could do it. So I went to Osu. I was like trying different names, like Lieutenant Glorp. There was like Samuel Glorp, and then I saw JeffGlorpington, and I was like, that's the one.
That's the
That's the
one.
one. I'm locking it in
Hell
for no
yeah.
reason other than to just like or a diff saver. That was it.
Also, is Glorp like kind of the Glorp thing is kind of the origin of like that one alien cat or what?
It's honestly not even that. I just think the word sounds funny. Like honestly, like it does reference the alien cat, like the actual word, but I do not say it and think of that. I just say it because it sounds goofy, like with no meaning to it at all.
Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, fair enough.
That is literally it.
Glorping all over the Osu community with his scores.
Yup.
Crazy. But yeah, now we talked about your favorite scores, you know, flowing, streams, stuff like that. What's your opinion on Rapid Trigger right now?
Opinion? I think it's like it's part of the game now. Like it's not going anywhere. I use it. Everyone uses it. I think initially people were upset just because like I think a lot of the time like when you change, people that are used to something are never gonna like it. But it just enables people to have like more specific technique, I think, and maximizes like skill ceiling. I don't think it's a bad thing. And I feel like people that get upset about it just I don't know.
I think
You just gotta adapt. I feel like you can't really be mad at it.
I think a lot of people just most of the people that are upset are just people that just can't afford getting Rapid Trigger, if you know what I mean, and feel like they're like at a disadvantage even sometimes, if you know.
Yeah. Like it is impressive to like have like perfect technique without Rapid Trigger. Like that is obviously like very hard to do, but it's not like people playing Rapid Trigger aren't fast enough to play what they're playing. Like you still have to actually move your fingers
Yeah,
like as fast as the BPM requires.
I mean, as
Even if you have to like push less or whatever.
As an example, I mean, Eterna's entire fucking career was like built upon non-Rapid Trigger keyboards. Only when he set his last PP record in the game was it like with Rapid Trigger actually, if you know, but everything else, it wasn't. But yeah, but do you think that using Rapid Trigger is kind of essential nowadays in this day and age for
It's
Wilson?
definitely not essential. You have players like I think big example at the moment is EasyChamp who can play speed very, very just fine. He can play like pretty much anything that he actually cares about. Like he doesn't play like Lionheart DT and stuff like that, but he can play 260 like really well on a membrane keyboard.
Yeah,
not even a mechanical.
That's the stupid part. How the hell does he play on like?
I think whatever you're used
switches.
to, you can get good with for sure.
Yeah, Jay, that is absolutely insane that he's able to even play 260 BPM on that type of a keyboard. Like scissor switches, was it? I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, these scissor switches, the typical office keyboard.
Yeah, I got to top 10 with 60 hertz and a laptop keyboard. So like
that as well.
Like back in the day. And like even if I stopped playing the game from that point, I'd still be 3-digit. So like you can definitely get to a very good level with like literally anything.
Yeah, speaking of which, I was watching Aaron's video on you, and there was this one clip of you like setting, I think it was at Just Ice 800 PP, but it didn't submit.
Oh.
Were you like gig upset? Oh, Lonely Go, yeah. Were you like gig upset about that?
I wasn't like giga upset because like I knew it was coming soon from that point anyway, like the 800. It was the first one in Australia and it didn't submit, which was a bit more painful. And like back in the day, like if you didn't beat your score, you wouldn't get the score if it didn't have more PP, or like you wouldn't get the PP if you didn't have more score. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it literally just got thrown to the void, and I had to do it again on like a different map.
Yeah,
but I did still get the first 800, so I was very happy no one stole it. In the meantime.
Thank God Pepe actually managed to fix that now.
That's such a... People don't know how good they have it now. They have no idea.
True. Like, imagine, like, back in the day, it would be so painful to, like, get a high PP score, but it wouldn't submit because score B1. By the way, score B1 is basically when, you know, you have a score that is worth less PP that is submitted than a score that is more PP that is not submitted. So, yeah. But you kind of answered this question that I was going to ask you. Do you think that, you know, Rapid Trigger is necessary to play speed in 2020, let's say? 2025, my bad.
I think it probably accelerates how fast you can get good at it. I still don't think it's required. Like I think there would still be a lot of speed players just because of how the meta is in like maps at the moment. If people put their mind to it with like a normal mechanical keyboard or even a membrane, I'm sure you could probably learn speed. I think like the pinnacle of speed with like Saito and Taromi Vana and Ninrik and the Colibed play, it I don't know how good people could get on there. But like Ninrik did use a non-rapid trigger keyboard up to a very, very high level.
I mean, now
I think he's a lot better. Like now, I still think it's possible though. It's definitely not like
only recently did Nineric actually start to use like rapid trigger.
Yeah.
He actually used non-rapid, like he actually used rapid trigger keyboards, but he didn't enable rapid trigger up until like 2024.
Yeah.
Let's say, like the later half of 2024, even I think. Which
it
is
was the second half. I think.
which is kind of insane if you think about it. I think even in like he was winning like tournaments, speed-oriented tournaments with that.
Yeah. Even without rapid trigger, he's still one of the best speed players in the game by far. It's like still at least top 3, probably.
Yep, exactly. Now let's move on to something slightly connected, but yeah, what's your opinion on Lazer? The Lazer client.
One thing I don't like about it is like I don't like the UI. That's just because I'm old though, and I'm used to the old like stable UI. I just get lost in the source all the time when I'm using it.
Yeah, that's typical with people when it comes to new updates.
Yeah. I don't like. I'm starting off with the negatives first. I'll glaze it after.
Fair enough.
When you miss a slider end, like I panic and go back because you don't hear the hit sound anymore for the slider end. Even like if you don't play it on stable, you still hear it and you see like 100.
Yeah.
Now there's like a little X and I think I miss and I tilt and then I actually miss. That's the only annoying thing for me when I'm playing. Other than that, I do actually really like it. On a lot of maps, especially like flying maps, the hit sound latency is actually lower, which I don't think a lot of people know. So my like UR and my stability on Flame is really, really good on Lazer. Like note lock aside, I actually play Flame better just because of the hit sound latency.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a random thing that I noticed. Like I can't play Cellar of Ghosts on stable, but I can play it on Lazer because of the sync of the hit sounds.
Huh, interesting. Oh,
like,
by the
it's
way,
like day and night for me.
By the way, now that you mentioned latency, do you know that like I just read on Reddit apparently Pip even fixed the latency in Windows. Like it's even like better now apparently on Lazer.
I was gonna say it did feel kind of janky, but when I was playing it literally yesterday. It felt really good.
Are you playing on? Do you have Tachyon mode enabled, like the Tachyon release?
I do, yeah.
Well, yeah, that might be the reason.
Gotcha. Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I still need to try it though. But as a consistency player yourself, do you find it easier to play on stable or do you find it easier to play on Lazer? You kind of answered it, but maybe a bit more into detail,
Specifically, like really high cap flame, like actual diff spikes, I find easier on Lazer. But like aim and stuff, I still find easier on stable. There's just like a different feel to like hidden animations and like I feel like aiming in general. Like I don't know why, it just feels different to me. And I'm just more used to it. So I feel like consistency feels better on stable, but I think my skill cap is definitely higher on Lazer.
Fair enough. It's kind of been a sort of debate, about like what's better to play on at the moment, Lazer or stable, just because of that, note lock thing. So
yeah.
But
I think just juggling them both is probably the best thing. That's what I do. I just play whatever I feel like playing. So I'll go on Lazer to play like Jashin Hidden Hard Rock, and then I'll get back to stable to play like DT or like some aim maps.
I mean, it's due to my like recent virus attack hacking situation where I just re-downloaded Windows again. I completely switched to Lazer just to see how it's like. So far it's been pretty good. Still need the stable client for other stuff though, so yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I mention it, do you think the Lazer is the future of also, or do you think that like the stable client will always be the main client in the game?
I think in an ideal world, there's like a legacy mode for Lazer. Like that would be kind of nice, because at the end of the day, like stable's not going to be around forever because they're pushing all features to like Lazer. Eventually, OC World Cup's going to be on Lazer, and like it's only a matter of time before like there's no support left for stable. The only thing that I think would be nice is like if they had a legacy mode to like keep the look and feel of stable, like in Lazer.
That's
I don't know if
actually
that's possible to do, but it would be really nice.
that's an interesting suggestion. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie. Maybe like through skinning it would be possible though, because like
Yeah.
apparently Pepe has said that he wants to like give people the option to like completely reskin Lazer entirely. So
Yeah, gotcha. That would be really cool though if that was the thing, I think, because like someone like me would definitely find that a bit more like easier to switch over, I think.
also I see someone in chat, CT, yeah, skinning and customization on Lazer sucks at the moment because the only thing you can skin is just a gameplay aspect.
Yeah.
Alright. This is a hot topic in the Yosu community that I'm going to ask you, and I think you already know what I'm going to ask you, so what is your opinion on combo skill removal? And do you think it was a step in the right direction?
I think where the game was at the time, because like it probably was a step in the right direction. The people were watching like a lot of Emmerich scores that deserved like a lot more than they were giving. I think he was a big sort of inspiration for people to go off about it. And at the time, yeah, I do think it was a good thing. I think the issue with CSR lies in the fact that people are getting 50 combo on like a 10 star and like getting a few like low miscount, like a million slider breaks, and it's worth 1 gazillion PP. And like these maps are getting printed over and over and over, and they're all exactly the same. And it's slowly killing the game because players are like looking at these really high PP scores, and the only difference between them is that like sometimes some are worth like 1500, 1700, or 1200, but they all look the same, and it's like really boring.
Yeah.
And like
they're like getting
CSR, like yeah, you see all this like yeah.
loads of like the same scores, loads of like the huge amounts of PP, and I feel like people are kind of getting overwhelmed because of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
It's,
PP reworks will fix this issue slowly but surely, especially with the upcoming one.
Yeah, the upcoming one is a good step, like the slider break punishment, but I still think like the actual maps need more nerfs than just slider breaks, because like the value of PP in general, I feel like, has been so like skewed by like the numbers you see nowadays. Like you'll see like a 1700 PP player and people don't even bat like as much of an eye anymore.
Sure, I mean,
And that's just because of the way that maps have been optimized so that it's like so common now.
I mean, even like I think who was it? Eric said a 800 PP play recently. Not a lot of people are batting on that since it's like a speed slop, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
just another slop map, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a lot of people have that nowadays. But
Everyone's
yeah,
expectations are very, very different now.
rather interesting fact, by the way. Now that like loads of people are like also wondering why is it taking so long for a PP rework to come out. SMH, fix the game.
I actually have no idea, but I'd rather they take their time and like.
Two main reasons. Actually, yeah, two. One is that first of all, just go into the PP server, the PP Discord, like PP development Discord server, and just try to see what type of math they have to fucking deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that, and also like implementing it itself. But
people think it's a lot easier than it is.
And
like,
second of all, there's simply not a lot of people that are like there's like 3 to 4 people working on it at the moment, believe it or not.
yeah.
Which I mean, sometimes to be fair, you know, 3 to 4 people sometimes it may be a lot, but for stuff like this, it's simply a long process. It just takes time a lot. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's a completely different topic for a completely different video. Let's focus on the interview a bit more. Let's focus on a bit more interesting question. How was your COE 2025 experience?
It was probably the most like amazing time of my life. I can't lie. I enjoyed every single like second of it. I'm definitely gonna go every single year, or I'll get FOMO.
Oh,
But yeah, I'd say it was probably the best thing of my entire life. It was very surreal, that whole experience.
What would you say is your like favorite memory from the event so far?
Favorite memory is probably like just meeting everyone. Like I don't think there's one person I met that was my favorite. Like just getting to like meet everyone from like all over the world, and like finally like meet like some people that I consider like really good friends, and make a lot of friends too. I think a very close second is playing on stage.
Ooh, yeah.
But I think meeting people was a little bit more valuable to me than playing on stage.
True, that's the one of the more important aspects of COE, the socializing aspect. Also, shout out to
Yeah.
I see Hayes in the chat. Shout out to Hayes, bro. Said Dominos. Hazy.
Long live the Dominos ritual.
Dominos ritual, hell yeah, bro. I remember like y'all bringing like 6 boxes or some shit, bro. Like damn.
Like 3 days in a row.
Yep, those two know. But yeah, would you recommend COE to like other Australians? Let's say, even though it might be kind of pricey,
I still think it's worth it if you're in the like OSU community in general, because like there's no other places on Earth where you can go and everyone in that room like understands like OSU and like the grind and like like all that sort of stuff. Like everyone in the room is like there for the same interest, and it's a very like fun and cool thing to have so many people like like-minded in the same building. Other than the stereotypes of it being sweaty and smelly, it is very good.
I mean, to be fair, not everybody was smelly there. Let's be real. But I've heard that it used to be like way worse, like 2023.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, 2023 apparently was like peak worse, as in like there were loads of people that smell. Yo, the site for propaganda worked though. The site
It actually did.
Yeah.
They did so much shaming that people actually like started to shower.
Yeah. For real though. Okay, COE tournament experience, however. First of all, congratulations on making it 4th.
Thank you.
Rather big thing, as a debut in a tournament as well. Rather big achievement. But do you think that was like your best and most proud results in the COE tournament, or do you think that you could have done better?
I think I definitely had a rough final day. Like, into Malice, I did not expect to win. I wanted to get like at least 2 points because there were some maps that I definitely like. I even had them for like a moment at the end of both maps. So on No Mod 2 and DT3, I had the score, and then on the ending slow sections of both, I'd miss and troll, and lost both of them. So I feel like I was a bit disappointed that I lost 0-6 just because of like, I don't know what it was. That day was just cursed. Like I could feel that I was not gonna play well before I even played, and it's not because I wasn't confident. Like I was just like tired. I wasn't tapping fast. My aim felt ass.
You were just not having it.
It was one of those, yeah. So I played into Malice and I did bad, and like I kind of like, I didn't mental boom. Like I don't chill. It's just not how I am. But like I was a bit like crushed after. So into Rectagon, I was already like playing bad, kind of sad. Like I went into it definitely bad mental, like expecting to lose. But I got 1 point, so I'm like, at least I didn't get nothing. I'm very happy with 4th, don't get me wrong, but I just wish I had a better day so I could have felt like it was more realistic of a result on like both matches. So when you're playing at your worst and lose, you're like, damn, it's like kind of painful to like.
Yeah, the worst feeling ever. The thought of like knowing that you can do better, but you just simply couldn't.
It just wasn't the day for it. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, but regardless, you're still proud of what you managed to do.
Definitely, yeah. Even just getting up and playing, I would have been proud of, because it's very like nerve-wracking. So I'm happy I did it regardless.
Yeah. Oh, also, I think you seeded 5th, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I seeded 5th, yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of gotten.
I got around where the seeding would have put me, so it's not too bad.
Slightly higher, even above like the estimation. Yeah. So, a LAN tournament versus online tournament, pros versus cons for both. Go.
Alright, the cons first. You get extra nerves. There's glaring lights. You can hear literally everything through the headphones, unless your game is like 100. You can feel vibrations from people roaring. Every time someone roars, it's because you missed and it's really close, or someone else missed. There's like so much things going on, and I think too much. So like something will happen and then I'll miss like subsequently. That's probably all the cons. Playing at home, like I think the cons of that is just like, I don't even know. I feel like there's no cons to playing at home.
Hey yo, what?
What are the cons of playing at home? No, it's definitely like it's more boring. It doesn't feel as important. I don't try as hard because it's
Yeah,
like, oh, it's just at home. It's like a normal one. Other than OWC,
yeah, fair enough.
random like Osu disconnect, Bancho dies. At least at like COE, if your Bancho dies, you're on the stage with the other person.
True.
That's probably all the cons for at home. The pros of playing at home, I'll quickly start with the boring one. Obviously, I don't have to move anywhere. I can like roll out of bed straight into 20 match, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, basically a bit more
Uh,
comfortable.
I'm used to my setup. I have way more time to practice the pool because I'm just sitting at home on my ass or like at work and then come home and then play it. Stuff like that. COE pros definitely like getting to actually like see people like hit you like not hit you, see people like watch you hit like harder sections and like actually feel proud of like how you're playing. Like you genuinely like see like that kind of reaction in real time. Like I hit the DT3 first ki and everyone was screaming because I FC through it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that.
damn. It feels good. Like you get to show off a little bit of bravado.
Yeah,
like,
did it
in real
give you?
life.
Did it give you like a bit more motivation, maybe to perform better at like LAN
Definitely,
events?
yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah.
against Fancy that I really felt it. Like I was hitting a lot of the really hard sections of all the maps.
Oh yeah, I do
Pretty
remember
much
that
every
match.
dislike except Time Freeze, which I was playing terrible that entire tournament. But everything else was good.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think you were like losing at first to Fancyland, and then you were like just having the comeback of the century or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was Flay, yeah. He was beating me on it, but we
Or
were
maybe
both
that.
having a bad map, and I just got a little bit lucky because my accuracy was a bit higher. But we were both breaking
Oh,
everywhere, and at the
that,
very
yeah.
end, he chain missed, yeah.
Yeah, that. I completely forgot. True. But yeah, now that we mentioned, LAN, online tournaments, pros versus cons, stuff like that, let's move on. So it's officially OWC season 2025. The most hyped up tournament of the year, usually. But Emric released a video of the roster reveal, and it was actually, an IRL video, which was something a bit more of a fresh air for the also community. So how was the experience filming the roster video?
It was really fun because, like, at the end of the day, like, my whole team is just my friends, and like they're the same people I talk to on a daily basis and hang out with and play games with. So like getting to hang out with them in real life is always like a bit of a joy. The actual acting itself, like every take was just like airless laughter. Like it was not boring at all. Like not a single person had room to breathe because every time like someone did anything stupid, everyone would start laughing and it was contagious. So it was really good. Like in general, that whole like thing, everyone was really happy with it. I think the only people that were sad were the people that had to miss out or like couldn't go because of whatever reason, like school or
fortunately.
money.
I mean, we could tell that y'all were laughing because like there was this one part of like the person who was representing Superior wearing the horse hat,
she missed the chair.
Yeah, she missed the chair. Yeah, that was
the amount
of
of takes it took for them to actually get the chair at all and like put it there. It's just like that was like one of 2 times they actually got it.
Yeah.
There was like at least 10 tries that failed miserably.
Yeah, but I guess that was just like a few days meetup, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was only like 3 days, yeah. It was very small.
Yeah, but still,
people have school or work and things to get back to.
Yeah, but still, it was an interesting trip for you, probably.
No, it was still really good, and it was near my house. Like it was like an hour trip to the city, so it's not that bad. It was good for me.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how are you preparing for OWC 2025 personally?
I've been grinding my soul into like tapping and like aim and like just every skill set ever. Like every day I'll get on, like play a bunch of like high skill cap maps, try beat all my locals on them, log off, go to work, do it again later. Like just trying to like maintain all my skill. Playing a lot of Rum AI as well against Emric.
Rum AI, interesting.
Fun. Yeah. So I've been playing with him a lot.
How many times have you beaten him? How many times have you
0.
beaten him? 0? Oh, hell no! Is
In
it
my
that
defense, we
bad?
always do 2v2s, and it's like always like me and my teammate no warm up versus like Emrek no warm up, and like his teammate no warm up, but he's quicker, so he gets used to the game faster. I'm gonna blame it on that, and not that I'm worse.
Surely.
Surely.
Yeah. Okay. Are you nervous for OWC 2025, by the way?
I think I'm not nervous for it. Like in matches, I'm gonna be nervous, but like everyone is. I don't feel like anxious though in like my stomach when I think about it. Like there definitely was that like last year and the year before. But like now I feel like I'm definitely like I experience less tourney nerves in general, and like the actual prospect of it is like I just want to have fun and try my best. Like I can't do more than that anyway. So like I feel like that outlook has made me feel significantly less nervous.
Honestly, fair enough.
Yeah. But I'm doing what I can. That's the main thing, to do my best.
Yeah, always good to try your best when it comes to tournaments, especially OWC, you know, the big stage. Hold up a sec, let me lower the volume of the music a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit, bruh. Oh my god, YouTube. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Anyways, as a team, you know, Team Australia, by the way, who are you looking forward to facing in the tournament?
Definitely USA Poland again. Poland is interesting because we're versing a very similar roster to the one we beat 2 years ago, but obviously like a lot stronger now. But I think our whole team wants to rematch them for whatever reason. I don't know why they want to, but like I've started to get on the bandwagon there. Because it is like it does sound like a fun match, to be honest, to play. USA, it's looking like we're gonna have the same half of the bracket as, just off of like results at the moment. So we'll probably verse them in semifinals if we both get there. So that's definitely like the match I'm thinking of the most, is like versing them in semis. I don't think I think South Korea will be fun to verse, but I would have like obviously preferred to verse them like with all their core players, and
unfortunately,
you know, obviously they've had a big hit.
Yeah, a big hit. Like 4 of their like main roster, actually maybe even 5 of their like main roster players, so like not even here.
Yeah. 2 other teams as well. I think United Kingdom and Germany are both really strong this year and kind of slept on. So I feel like those 2 will be really, really fun to play against or to watch as well.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, do y'all think? I mean, do you think that you'll have a better chance at beating the USA this year?
I think we do, to be honest, because of them losing a couple really good players, and we do have the really, really prevalent loss of like Zintex and Sio, but I think some of the newcomers are really, really good, and they're very, very, very like excited and hungry to try and win. So I think if we did have a shot, this year's probably one of the biggest like ones we've had, I think. I feel like last year we definitely had a shot too, but I think this year is definitely a bit better.
Speaking of which, shout out to Xavier for making it to the OWC team. Holy big,
holy moly!
Holy moly! A big moves for him. But yeah, it would be interesting to see how y'all handle with without Xavier. What the fuck, Xavier? Zintex and Sio. My bad. I just stated Xavier and like fanboy Lamar.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to seeing how y'all will perform as a team for OWC. Will be interesting to witness your new roster perform.
Yeah, me
but
too.
The final OWC questions that I have related is: do you have that Australia has a chance of winning this year?
Yes, definitely. I think this year is probably going to be one of the more competitive years. Like it's definitely up in the air for about 5 teams, I reckon, that actually could take it realistically. I think obviously like it's unlikely that like I think only 3 teams really have it in them to try and win this year, but I think there is like 5 possible ones, which I probably won't name because I don't want to be like annoying and like make people demotivated if they're on a different team. But I think if there was a year for it to be competitive, it is this year, because there's not like one insane super team.
Yeah,
with
there's
like 5 carries on it.
yeah, there's like
It's like
multiple
5
ones.
really balanced teams. Yeah.
True. True. So it will be highly competitive and hopefully unpredictable and fun to watch. I mean, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
unpredictable, but still fun to watch, you know.
Yeah.
Yep, true. So now that we're already in the topic of like tournaments and stuff like that. Wait, what the hell? Why did I mix like two questions here? Bruh. What is your favorite tournament experience that you've had so far? Like excluding OWC 2025 at the moment, since you know it's still ongoing.
Favorite tournament experience. I think it's probably other than COE, because COE was just like a
Yeah, also COE. That's
like
like the
COE is
obvious
definitely the
one.
most fun. But I think a more traditional tournament is probably either Corsace 2020 or OWC 2023 are probably like my two favorite.
Interesting. Why OWC 2023 specifically?
2023 was my first OC World Cup back from being a mouse player in general.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 5 rookies on our team, and like people didn't think we were gonna be good at all because like in their eyes we only had Emmerich and that was sort of the only good player. And then as the tournament went on, we beat Poland, who got seed 1 that year.
Oh yeah, that was an upset,
And
like a
like
big one.
the pick'em was 99% to 1, or like not even. I think it was like 99.5 to 0.5.
Yeah.
So us, and we felt confident we were gonna win that, and that's like when I realized our country wasn't like what it used to be. Like our country was never that special in OC World Cup, but suddenly we had like one of like the best core rosters in the entire tournament. And like last year, like we showed that again. But like the debut of that roster was definitely like very special and like a very fun sort of memory to play through.
Okay. What about Corsace 2020 now that you mentioned?
Corsace was just like, it was like a full Australian team, really good map pools, really fun. Like every tournament match, I was out of air because I was laughing. It was just like a really fun time. That was with like a lot of the old OSU like Australia World Cup players, but even though we didn't get top 3, it was like just one of the most fun like tournaments to play just because of the vibes.
Yeah, just the vibes in general. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, also bring back Corsace and the Perennials, dude. My goodness.
Please, dude.
No wonder the summer felt empty, dude. That was missing for sure.
Yeah, international tournaments have been like a bit dead because the bigger ones haven't had any like runs this year.
Yeah, no
So
Corsace
hopefully next year we
closed.
get a couple like
No Corsace
couple tournaments.
closed. No Corsace open. No Perennials. It was kind of looking bad compared to 2024.
Yeah.
2024 was like stacked, generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see more of that in 2026. But till then,
I hope so, yeah.
yeah, let's just continue a bit more into the interview. What are some of your inspirations for the game? You know, like favorite players and so on.
I think the longest standing like inspirations are probably respectively it goes like Cookiesy, Wobble Full Fraffus, probably. Those are like the ones I always watched like when I was newer to the game. There's like really old ones like Ferrucci, which like I'd see like the big black SS and I was like frothing at the mouth because it was so impressive.
Damn.
I was like 11 and I was like, dude, like I thought he was aiming the buzz sliders because it like wasn't moving because he was moving so fast. Like that's the way I saw it, but he was just standing still on it. Like it wasn't it wasn't what I thought it was.
True. I mean, Ruchi is an inspiration to loads of people. The quote of the century, you know.
Yeah. Nowadays, like I think probably like Emmerich Ninrik are both like very, very like inspiring to watch, and I always want to get better after watching them play. That's pretty much it. I don't think I have any more than that.
Fair enough, honestly. That's a solid amount as well, not to mention.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is your overall opinion on the Yosa community as of recent? What do you think of it?
I don't get like too involved in like the PP debates and like I guess like in the community in general, like I sort of just do my own thing in my little corner, and occasionally spout my opinions. The actual community itself is like it's more divided than it's been, especially on like Reddit over like the state of the game. Like people are saying like it's starting to die because of aim slop and CSR and blah blah blah, which is to a degree like it does feel like it's killed like the hype there.
It's maybe killed the hype, but I don't know about that.
The game itself isn't dead at all.
Yeah, not even close, to be fair.
No, people are just upset because they just don't like aim slop and CSR. It's kind of it.
Yeah, kind of.
The actual community does feel a bit split at the moment because of that, though. It's not bad though. It's definitely like it's the same as it's always been, I think, where like you have a few oddballs, and like the majority is like pretty good.
Yeah, now that you mention
like any gaming community.
Now that you mention it, do you think that's my next question, by the way? Do you think that the Osu community is as toxic as some people say it is? Also, shout out to
it's not that toxic.
Shout out to really DJ also for the sub, by the way. But yeah, continue.
I feel like most people in Osu like they'll find like mutuals and like make friendly rivals and do all that sort of good stuff, and people forget about it because they just see the bad bits. But like when I was a newer player, like joining multis, I'd always like make new friends and like find people that sent me maps to help me grind, and like there was always so many nice people like around, and they definitely are there, but you don't pick it up as much in your brain, or you just don't remember it. Like it's definitely got really good parts of it.
Simply put, it's not as bad as people maybe say it is. No, as if like, oh, everybody is toxic or everybody's bad.
No, it's like anything. One person doesn't define everyone.
Exactly. Always like the loud minority type of situation. Yeah. But have you ever personally like dealt with any hate from the community other than the Australian thingy, but just in general from the community? And if so, how have you managed with it?
I think I'm pretty. I wouldn't say lucky, because like I feel like to be hated, you usually have to do something that kind of warrants it anyway. Like the most hate I'll ever get is like 1 in every 15 Reddit scores I get. There'll be a comment that's like, "Ill, he's gay," with like negative 15 upvotes. Oh, yeah, and like that's the most I'd ever get, which I don't really have to do anything about. Like sometimes someone in my chat will be like, "You're gapped by Cookiesy," and one of my mods will ban them even though he's kind of right. That's like the most hate I ever get.
Bruh.
that's literally it. It's not that bad. I feel like I received like either 0 or like very, very, very minimal like hate.
Yeah, also Napi in the chat says that he's your biggest hater, Nate.
Damn, bro, I love Napi. What's this? It's a traitor.
Damn, bro. Also, the person that subbed DJ also says hi. Hello, mate, my glorp. That's what he said.
I love DJ.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, shout out to DJ. Damn, what the hell did I want to ask? Have you ever dealt with? Okay, yeah. Okay, my bad. A bit kind of hard to find the question you wanted to ask, since like there's straight up 50 of them. We have like 10 more, don't worry.
No, you're chilling.
Yeah, but what is your favorite period of Osu and why?
Favorite period was definitely like 2016. Like I feel like the game's like prevalence on Twitch was at its peak. Like Cookiesy had like a 5-digit view count when he got unbanned in 2015. And like going into 2016, him and Angel Sim and like Raphis all like farming and like being at the top was so much more engaging to me at the time. I don't know if it feels that engaging to watch people now, like when it is actually close. But like back then, like there was just something so exciting about it. And because like the human limit was so like unknown, especially back then, like every time a new barrier would break, it felt like so insane.
True.
Like, I don't know. Something about it felt a little bit more surreal.
Wait, why am I saying true? I wasn't around in 2016, bro. Damn, okay, bro. I'll be yapping as well, damn.
Like, so.
Nah, it's fine though. But honestly, fair enough. Everybody got a different, experience with the game. Different favorite.
A part of it's obviously nostalgia, but it's still my favorite.
I mean, even if it's nostalgia, who cares? Honestly.
Yeah.
I think you kind of answered this previously, but might as well ask again. What is your favorite PP record that has ever been set in the game?
Oh, PP record.
Yeah.
Freedom Dive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Freedom Dive.
Freedom
Yeah.
Dive here in Hard Rock. Yeah, a score that
Yeah.
isn't sniped to this day. What the hell?
Kill
man?
me.
Has it been like almost 10 years, or is it 9 years?
It's 9 years. Oh, it's like, yeah, it's 9 years.
Yeah.
It's 10 next year, unless I snipe it finally. But it's almost 10.
Yeah, that would be crazy if you snipe it until then. That would be
Well,
wild.
the thing is, like, I literally had it, and on the last 5 notes, I got only 100s. Like, I've got it uploaded. I was like, higher power just intervened and saved him.
Yeah, fortunately.
And every time I play it, I miss on nothing when I have like an SS. Like, it's so cursed. I want to do it so bad, but I feel like he's been protected by some kind of spirit every single time.
Yep, fortunate. I mean, you'll eventually get it if you grind. That is up to you.
I think, yeah, if anyone's gonna snipe it, like, no ego, I don't think anyone else has bothered trying to SS Freedom Dive except me at the moment. So it probably will be me, unless Emrek decides to actually try. But, like, I'm just cursed at the moment. I don't know.
We'll see. But now that you mentioned Emrek, I mean, it isn't really related to like Emrek, but like, what is this is a rather unique question. I've not asked something like this in the past, but what is a rank 1 player that maybe some people have forgotten and you think might deserve a bit more recognition that he should have?
A rank 1 player. I think a big one that people don't remember now is probably like, I'd say probably Angelsome, who got it with mouse in an era where like people literally only played tablet.
Oh yeah, that
was
as well.
like, that was one of the most amazing rank 1s to watch. I think Flying Tuna, people don't remember, got rank 1. And I think one of the most like criminal out of all of them is like, I'd say the worst one is Matthew, like, who just got kind of shit on. But he got rank 1.
Yeah, Matthew is like definitely the worst example from something.
Yeah, like it's almost like he lost reputation for hitting like rank 1 at the time. Like, I feel like now people respect him for it, but back then, like, I don't even know why it was so bad. Like, he was amazing, and he was like one of like the most consistently cracked like DT players.
Yeah, it was the PP farming probably, because like back then it wasn't, a prevalent thing. Only until he hit rank 1 that it like actually get, influence into the user community and just a norm. And Sotarks breaking the PP system back then with Matthew together, it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Say the least. But yeah, shout out to Matthew. I don't know if he's watching this, but shout out to Matthew. I mean, this will be uploaded on YouTube, by the way, obviously, so.
Yeah, that's chill. Hopefully he sees it. The goat.
Yep. Speaking of which, are there any Osu content creators you wish they could have come back, by any chance?
To be honest, I'd never really watched. The only Osu content creator I watched was like, I watched BTMC when he had like 500 subscribers. Like,
oh
I
damn!
used to watch all his videos, like when I was like 5-digit, and I like remember seeing him get his first 500. And I wasn't like a Twitch watcher; I only watched his YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So like he would never have like seen me in his chat or anything because I only watched the YouTube videos. But I used to watch like religiously every time he posted a video.
Mm-hmm.
Back when he was way smaller. And then the only other one I watched, I don't know if people know him. His name is Mirai. I think he just makes music now.
Mirai,
but I watched him a lot too. As for like wishing they came back, like not really, because like BTMC's still here. Mirai's like doing his own thing, making music, I think. So like it's chill. And I don't really watch much YouTube.
Damn, you don't watch YouTube that much? Shit.
No, like I watch the Osu news because like that's how I intake my news anyway.
Bro, I didn't have to mention me, goddamn.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, right there.
You're still here, so I don't wish you came back because you're still here.
Yeah, fair enough, honestly. But yeah, so mainly out of content creators, you just just watch those as of in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe do you have any plans on making content yourself in the future, or will you just stick to like casual streams and stuff?
I always I could definitely promise like casual streams and doing all that stuff, and I've always had like a part of my brain that just really wants to make YouTube videos, and like I have a ton of good ideas that I don't want to say because I still want to make them, but then like I just find it really hard to like motivate myself to like actually sit down, record, and edit. Especially just because like I don't have the grind set to do stuff after I've worked. Like my brain just doesn't. It's just like nope, it's sleep time. But like I do want to. There is definitely like a desire there to do it.
Interesting. So you still have that. You still have that, wish to potentially do it in the future, but
definitely, yeah.
Whether you decide to do, we'll see. We'll see that. Maybe Xavier could help you up with that.
He honestly already like does. Like if I ever do have an idea, he'll try and help me, or I'll help him do stuff, and it motivates me to do stuff.
So yeah, y'all can help out each other for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. So we're sort of going into the end section of this interview, but do you currently have any goals in specific that you want to achieve with this game?
Definitely. This is like very like broad. One is win a WC, which is not broad. That's just like that's a pretty like nice goal to have, I think, to try and win that. The other one is I do want to at some point maybe try get top 10 again.
Top 10 again? Okay. I mean, you're definitely close.
Definitely, like I wouldn't say I'm close, but I'm not like out of reach either. I think once I'm able to push like Jashin Hidden Hard Rock to like an FC, it'll be a lot easier to try get to. Because I am getting a lot closer to scores like that now. So I'm gonna try push all of that and just keep pushing flow aim and like tapping and try get really good at like stuff like Pain Remains and all the higher BPM stuff.
So you want to achieve top 10 with like those type of scores, however.
Yeah, like, I don't want to farm aim stuff, it's boring. I get bored of it. Like it's not boring for everyone. Everyone can enjoy what they enjoy, but if I play it for more than 2 days in a row, I'm just like, Osu stinks. I get bored of it. I can't grind it. I just can't do it. If I played it every day for a week, I'm sure I would have a 1500 by now on like songs comp, but I just can't like play it for that like much because I just find it so repetitive.
You just don't want to force yourself to play those maps. Fair enough.
It's not for me. Yeah.
Okay. But other than OWC and top 10, anything else?
Not really, to be honest. Like, I think a lot of my time in Osu has been spent in a very similar rank range. Like, I think a majority of the time I've played, I've been top 20 now. And always just sort of played for fun and gone for scores I found cool. At least like the latter half of the time I've played, it's been like that. Playing in tournaments, that sort of stuff, making friends. That's kind of it. Some wholesome Chungus stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Wholesome Chungus stuff. Yeah. Any tips that you maybe want to give to the audience about improving in the game?
If you don't enjoy improving, you won't improve. You need to appreciate the journey, and remember that, like, you always have room to like get better and be better. Like, you're never capped, I think, unless you're like 40 maybe. Then maybe you're like a little bit capped if it's like playing like 500 BPM. But like people think age is a lot more important than it is. So like no matter how old you are, like putting in a grind and enjoying it and playing songs you like and maps you like is definitely going to make you improve more than being edgy and retrying the same thing 500 times in a row.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, honestly. I mean, now that you mentioned it, do you think that mindset is maybe like the most important factor when it comes to like improving in the game?
Improvement, yeah, definitely. I think mindset and improvement is everything. Because if you don't think you can do something, then you probably won't be able to do it. So I think it's like with anything in life, you have to actually have confidence and enjoy like the struggles, because they make you the player or person you are in real life, I guess.
So
blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So I think you kind of mentioned it. So I'm guessing you will be attending to COE 2026 as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be at every COE until they stop. So it's locked in.
Until they stop making it, looks like it. But
unless it outlives me somehow, that'd be really impressive. But I don't know if it will.
Who knows? We need more. We need more. But
It's
yeah,
COE 104. Let's
Yeah.
go.
yeah. Let's get into something interesting. So there are, of course, a few people watching at the moment on the stream. Are there any people that want to specifically ask any questions towards Box? Let's see that. Maybe some questions from the
Come on,
viewers.
DJ Serbia Trucker, give me them questions. Lock in.
Lock in, bro. I mean, bro.
Nate, do you
Do you
love
love
me?
me?
That's a complicated question, DJ. But the answer is yes. Top
Hell
10
yeah.
Sigma moments. Number 1, Emrek 60 Malashevsky. I don't know the other 9.
Fair enough. Bro, I swear, on one specific server that I'm not going to name, I just sent in general that I was gonna ask you like 50 questions, and freaking only Heidi asked, does being gay really help with flame? It was.
Yes. Yeah. Flame is like yassified aim. Like it makes you more, you gotta get that like curvature. You can't aim straight when you flow aim. It's different. You have to be zesty. That's how it is.
Kier Maniac asks, what was up with old men DM me?
I was flame maxing, so I needed to use the username to siphon flame into my account.
Bruh.
Through all the male DMs, that's how I got on my flame.
Serbian Trucker asks again, how do you read hidden?
Honestly, I just played it too much. I have no idea. There's not like a thing other than getting really, really good muscle memory and like a good idea of like, I guess just having good coordination, like with your cursor, and like really focusing on reading when you're playing flame. I don't really know how to describe it better. You just have to play it.
Fair enough, honestly.
Yeah.
A question from Yassine Hamza. Who are your favorite mappers, ASecretBox?
Number 1, Yassine Hamza 111. Congratulations on your first rank GD. Very well done.
Yeah, congrats.
Number 2, probably like I'm thinking. Okay, I don't actually have like a mapper in mind, but Lazer made a really, really cool map called Dawnworld, and I'm gonna glaze him about it forever because it's a really good map.
Crazy. Okay.
That's I guess sure it's Lazer now. He's a mapper.
Real.
Burnt out in a while.
I know you. How the hell do you pronounce this? IKYYYY123 asks, have you ever burnt out and why? And how did you get back into the game?
I've never actually burnt out. I think like I've had slumps, but I've never stopped playing because of burnout. It's always been because of something stupid or being sick. But when I have had slumps, I'll watch something impressive in the game and I'll be like, oh my god, this game looks so cool, I should play it. And gaslight myself into thinking I'm gonna have a good time, and then I trap myself after I start.
GG.
I lock in. But I think watching yourself and motivating yourself helps a lot. Like just watch a random MREG score. Something like that, I don't know.
Bruh, Mr. Serbian Trucker again asks, what would you rather do? Unite with the Dominos Trio or Barcade?
I can't lie, dude. I miss Napi so much, bro. Every time I watch his stream, I get sad because I miss him. So I would definitely unite the Dominos Trio.
Hell yeah. Wait, what the hell? Okay, that's just OWC related questions. So anybody else that wants to ask maybe? Anything at all?
Any takers?
Any takers, any givers? I'm gonna miss Nate because he ain't going to the meetup, says DJ Osu.
Some of the Australians are doing a meetup and I can't go because my boss said no. So they're all very sad.
No.
And no, imagine being a wage slave, dude. I can't believe it. Why didn't I just quit?
GG. When ranked map ASecretBox asks.
Oh, dude, I have a map. It's going for ranked. I just haven't got BNs yet. It's
Hell
so good.
yeah. Okay. What type of map?
I'm also
though?
lying. It's terrible. I literally just spam left click for like 6 minutes. It's a really long map. Habibi Love, that's the one. DJ knows. Those who know.
Those who know. Who the fuck is Peanut Head and why does he say, can you end power? P-A-O.
Joe Power.
Is
that one of our
power?
One of our World Cup players.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I cannot kill him. No. The most I can do for you is like give him a lot of alcohol, and then maybe he'll like play Minecraft, and then like fall asleep at his computer or something. But I can't kill him, no.
Fair enough. But yeah,
But I can get him drunk. We did do
ayo,
that like 2 weeks ago.
Ayo. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the interview. Again, Box, thank you for coming. It was a pleasure interviewing
No
you.
worries at all. Thank you for having me.
Any requests for future interviews? Any suggestions? Cons, critiques? Right here, right now.
I actually think you've asked like pretty much like every sort of question you could. Like it's been very intuitive, so I don't have any like bad critiques. I'm trying to think of a fun player though to try and ask.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Any requests for who you maybe want to see in the future as an interviewed person?
I think a blatantly like obvious one is like obviously Emrek would always be fun to have, and like any top 10 player. But I think a very slept on entertainer of this community in general is, if you know Atkins, he might be the
Atkins.
single funniest person you will ever speak to in your life. He is just like literally all he does is make people laugh, and it's
Alright.
like it's just how he is. I feel like he's so slept on. Like if he was on stream more, he would have already been. He'd already be off being a full-time streamer because he's just that funny.
Oh hell no!
So I feel like I'm locking in the Atkins request.
Okay.
If you decide to look for that.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Atkins in the future. Hopefully he's down to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do more episodes of this in the near future. Currently have exam season, so there won't be any episodes for at least 2 weeks.
Nah, that's how it is. Hell, dude, good luck.
Yeah, thank you, dude. But yeah, again, thank you for joining me on episode 10. We officially have 10 episodes of the podcast. Let's go. Yeah, Zebra will be good to interview. Yeah, I did said to Zebra that we are eventually going to do like an interview in the future, so yeah.
I didn't say him because I figured you already would have like talked to him about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, again, everybody, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that important stuff. And I'll see you in the next episode with whoever that may be. Bye bye.
See you guys.